The man had never seen anything this freaky. Lightning had struck this exact spot 26 times in a row. The man then went to the spot where the lightning had struck. He carefully picked up a piece of rubble to take a look. He thought it'd be burning hot from the lightning, but to his surprise it was ice cold to the touch. While everyone was still confused, a noise suddenly came from the pit beneath their feet. Then cracks started spreading fast from the bottom of the hole. As the cracks kept growing wider, nearby buildings started breaking apart one after another. The shaking didn't stop. In a blink the ground gave way into a massive crater. While everyone stood there shocked, the sunken ground suddenly bulged upward hard, like something was about to burst out from underneath. The whole scene was getting creepier by the second. Even a car that had just fallen and got flung out like a toy. Then with everyone watching, a giant creature started crawling out of the dirt. Next to the monster, people looked tiny and helpless. Everyone freaked out and tried to run for their lives. But the creature didn't move much. It just let out this high-pitched screech every now and then. Curiosity slowly started to overpower fear. Some brave souls stopped to get a closer look. One guy even walked up to film it. Next second, boom, he met his maker. Only then did people realize how deadly it really was. Anyone hit by its laser vanished instantly. In just minutes the bustling town was left in ruins. Luckily John was far enough away to escape. Even back home John was still shaken to the core. He couldn't believe what he'd just seen was real, but the ash all over him kept reminding him he had to get out of town fast. No time to explain to the kids. He just told them to pack their stuff right now and get out of this town ASAP. Before leaving he grabbed the old gun he hadn't touched in years just in case. You never know what kind of dangers out there when you're on the run. John loaded up the kids and hit the road, but the roads were jammed with dead cars all stalled out. Clearly the creature's power was way beyond anything they imagined. A day later, they finally made it to Boston Harbor. Turns out it was already packed with other survivors trying to escape. John and his kids followed the crowd toward the dock. There were government ships set to take them to some safe zone. Everyone thought once they got on board, they'd be safe far away from any monster attacks. But nobody guessed this bright crowded dock had already become the aliens' #1 target.